What a beautiful evening. Welcome, my name is Bart. I like filmmaking, I like wildlife, and I like combining those. So that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to tell you a story of a shot that I really dreamed of. And yes, welcome. Grab a cup of coffee. I have my coffee here as well. I don't want to overcomplicate this because I just want this story to feel real. And I think that's also a part of me practicing my storytelling. So here's the story of me getting my dream shot in the Netherlands. So in order to understand a little bit more of why this shot is so special to me, we have to get a little bit back in time, because back in the day, we used to go on holidays to Sweden with my family. And since then, I've always loved Sweden and Scandinavia, because obviously the scenery is beautiful, but also there is so much beautiful wildlife. Like you have bears, you have wolves, you have reindeer, moose, everything you can think of. Back when I was younger, I thought, well, that's only there. Until, I think it was around 10 years ago, there was the first wolf sighting in the Netherlands. I thought to myself, well, now I have a chance to see an apex predator in the Netherlands. You know, you don't have to go to Sweden, Norway, Finland, somewhere there. They are right here. The whole nature shifts when an apex predator arrives. Deer cannot stay in the same place anymore in order to survive, which allows young trees and plants to grow and make another forest. Recently, an amazing thing has happened to me. It was about 3-4 weeks ago when I was just hiking alone on a hot summer evening like this. Actually, it's really hot right now. And I didn't see an animal all evening. I will just return to the car then. And I did. And at some point I heard some rustling at the left side of the road. So I thought to myself, okay, I haven't seen one single animal today. I might as well just wait for this. I knew the sound, and those were wild boars. They were about 30-40 meters away from me, and I always love predicting where wildlife is moving to next. So I was hoping for them to cross the road. And I was setting up my camera, my tripod, when suddenly I heard this rustling as well on the right side of the road. That's amazing, because that's another wild boar. Eventually he is going to cross the road because he wants to be with his family, right? No, I was just being hopeful. I didn't only hear rustling, I saw a shadow moving through the forest. And at some point when it came out of the bushes, I saw that it wasn't a black shadow like the wild boars, but it was a white shadow, gray. And at that point I knew that's a wolf. I have my camera ready, into the right direction. This just felt like a movie, you know? And as soon as I noticed that that's a wolf, I pressed record. My hands were literally shaking of excitement and adrenaline. So I pressed record and I waited. And that's where it happened. This beautiful, calm, relaxed wolf, she just walked on the path. Really calm, really slow. And she looked at me. She also notices the wild boars, the same as I did. This was all I was hoping for to ever get, like maybe in 10 years. But now in this exact moment, this was happening right here, right now. I couldn't believe my eyes. Holding my breath, I'm still holding my breath talking about it actually, but oh man, that was so intimate, that was so beautiful. When she walked away from me, I was like, all right, this is my chance, you know, I can zoom in, maybe. And then she stopped again and she just let me zoom in. You could see all the hairs, her breathing, and it was so beautiful. I feel so lucky to have experienced a moment like this in the Dutch forest here in the Netherlands. And in a way, this encounter learned me to stay curious, because I wasn't there for a wolf. I was there to film the wild boars, you know? I was like, all right, I will just take this moment. And I did. So yeah, that was actually my story about how I got my dream shot and what went through my head, how I did it. I hope you liked watching this video. If you did, please consider leaving a thumbs up and consider subscribing, because there will be more videos like this. See you next time.